In the news this week, a new survey reveals widespread discrimination against Christians, Ofsted's treatment of faith schools receives strong criticism in Parliament, and new research shows couples stay together longer if they get married before having children. Hello and welcome to this week's news bulletin from the Christian Institute. The largest ever survey carried out by the Equality and Human Rights Commission has revealed widespread discrimination against Christians, prompting calls for greater protection for those with religious beliefs. The Commission received responses from nearly 2,500 people, of all faiths and none. They included reports of Christians who are mocked for their beliefs at work, passed over for promotion and feel under pressure to keep quiet about their faith in the workplace. Around half of those surveyed think the law should provide greater protection for those with religious beliefs. Simon Calvert, spokesman for the Christian Institute, said that equality law is not the solution to Christians facing discrimination and that the Commission is itself part of the problem.
Well, we are grateful that the Commission has undertaken this consultation and relieved that they've begun to recognise that there is a problem, that many Christian people do feel like they're being treated like second-class citizens in the workplace, and that's a serious problem. But the Commission also has to recognise that it has a lot of work to do to rebuild trust with Christians, because the Commission has associated itself with legal actions being taken against Christians, people like Peter and Hazel Mary Bull. Its lawyers have been quoted saying things very hostile to aspects of Christian belief. So the Commission is going to have to do a lot of work to rebuild trust with Christians, but this survey is a good start.
The Equality and Human Rights Commission has a track record of targeting Christians. It funded the legal case against Christian B&B owners Peter and Hazel Mary Bull, who were sued by a gay couple over their married couples only double bed policy. The Department for Education's controversial British values regulations have received strong criticism in Parliament. In a Commons backbench debate, Sir Edward Lee MP said that faith schools are under attack. He highlighted the unfair treatment of a number of schools by Ofsted since the regulations came in last year.
It may be that the time has come that Ofsted should put themselves in special measures in certain respects. They appear to be guilty of trying to enforce a kind of state-imposed orthodoxy on certain moral and religious questions. This has provoked huge controversy. It's rarely been out of the news. We have to ask whether we can any longer have confidence in these reports. Ofsted's own director for schools, Sean Harford, has admitted that, quote, the reliability of inspections is a problem.
Several other MPs raised concerns about Ofsted's conduct in recent months. Sir Edward Lee also mentioned the Durham Free School, which announced it has decided not to mount a legal challenge against the Department for Education's decision to close it. Ofsted said the Durham Free School was failing to promote British values, following a highly disputed inspection. Education Secretary Nicky Morgan dismissed the concerns of pupils, teachers and parents to push ahead with the closure. And finally, new research has demonstrated that relationships are more successful when a couple gets married before starting a family. A study conducted by the Marriage Foundation found that 76% of mothers who were married before having their first child remained married 15 years on. Only 44% of those who had a child outside of marriage remained together after the same length of time. The results of the study, based on data from nearly 1,800 British mothers with teenage children, were welcomed by Sir Paul Coleridge, head of the Marriage Foundation. He called on the next government to address misconceptions about marriage. The myths and misperceptions, such as that cohabitation is as stable as marriage, should be eradicated by clear public statements in education. Governments cannot legislate directly for stronger families, but they can foster the right environment and so make a real difference. Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information in all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.